Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree?
Yes.
You are knowing what you are wanting?
Yes.
Desire is feeling good to you these days? Yeah. A desire that you are not contradicting with belief feels really good, doesn't it? But a desire that you don't believe, a desire that you doubt, not so much fun, is it? So the key is for you to figure out some way to believe in your own desire. And what trips you up is that sometimes if the desire has not manifested, if it's not a desire that you are accustomed to seeing turn into actualization, manifestation, then you get used to seeing it like it is, seeing the absence of your desire or the presence of something that you do not want. And most do not realize that as they focus upon what is, they continue to practice the vibration of what is, which makes it difficult for what is to change. When you want something different than what is, but you hold what is steadily in your consciousness, then you continue to practice the vibration of what is, so what is continues to present itself to you in different ways, but the same vibrational essence. Different faces, different places, but essentially the same thing continues to happen. So the key to being a deliberate creator is to find some way to distract yourself from what is while you focus upon what you prefer. It's like telling a new story, or even telling no story. Just do not continue to tell the same story if what the story is about is not pleasing to you. Seems logical, doesn't it? So you live in a universe that is vibrationally based. You are too. You are pure vibration. You are vibration above all other things. But you are vibration that has manifested into some physicality. And you've become so accustomed to the physicality that has occurred that you forget that you are vibration. So most of you, human blessed beings, you don't deal with your life vibrationally. Instead, you deal with it in terms of action, actualization, manifestation. And that's what slows you down so much. If you could realize that you are visualizing things into being, that you are imagining things into being, if you could get your imagination into a larger part of your life experience and your observation into a lesser part of your experience would begin to flip more into things that you do want. We're not trying to get you to stop living what you're living, because most of it is really nice, isn't it? But you can be a better selective sifter than you are being. You can focus yourself more deliberately. And that really is what deliberate creation is all about. It's about deliberate focus. But in order to be effective at deliberately focusing, you have to understand what it is you're reaching for. And the thing that is interesting is that when we ask you to focus, we're not asking for your visual focus. We're asking for your vibrational focus, which means we're asking you to find a way to emotionally focus. Focus yourselves emotionally, meaning care about how you feel. And if what you are thinking about or focused upon, whether it's past, present, or future, whatever it is that has your attention, if you would remember that that focus carries with it a feeling, and if you would care about the feeling more than anything else, and you would focus your feeling into what feels better. For a while we've been calling this gathering the art, because it is. You practice yourself into this artful, deliberate creation. The art of allowing. Allowing what? The art of allowing me and my physical body, right here, right now, to be in vibrational sync with source energy perspective of same things in the same moment. That's what true alignment is. You see, you're not here on your own, out here on the ragged edge, leading edge, out here on the leading edge. You're not here alone. You are here with all of this non-physical energy flowing with you, to you, and through you, aware of everything that you are focused upon in this moment. Not just knowing who you were when you were born, not just knowing what your reason for being here is, knowing who you are and why you are here and what you are about in this moment. What you're about in terms of your vibrational alignment or not. Your vibrational allowing or not. So focusing, really, if you will think about focusing being in terms of focusing your feeling, focusing yourself into feeling good, finding a way to feel good. And sometimes that means, don't think about that. That's a little tricky. I'm not going to think about that thing that I'm thinking about. I'm not going to think about that thing anymore. I'm not going to think about that thing that I keep thinking about. I don't want to think about that thing. I'm not going to think about that thing anymore because I don't want to think about that thing. I'm not going to think about this thing. I can't stop thinking about this thing. Because when you give your attention to it, law of attraction causes a relationship to begin between you and it. That's what law of attraction is all about. In other words, when you get focused upon something, you begin to reverberate the same vibration that it is. And once you begin to do that, momentum ensues. And once momentum gets going, it's time to take a nap, really. It's time to meditate. It's time for some major distractional effort, which usually means sleep or meditate. Sometimes you have the power to focus. Esther, we thought she was rather remarkable just now. She was having so much fun with you. She really did not want to leave. And yet, because of the thousands of times that she has stood in that place and listened and felt for us, it was easy for her to just adjust her vibration to the frequency that is us. But it takes some practice to be able to distract yourself from whatever's going on in that way, doesn't it? It takes some practice, and that's what this gathering is all about. So, you were source energy before you came into this physical body, and most of you still is source energy. And you, in this physical body, have a relationship. We want you to know that. We want you to feel it. We want you to sense it. We want you to tend to the relationship between you in this physical body and the source who is really you. The source who is you, present with you, aware of you, and thinking about what you're thinking about. So when source thinks about what you're thinking about, and you feel negative emotion about it, that means you're thinking about it in an opposing way to the way source is thinking about it. Source is looking for the advantage. Source is seeing the well-being. Source is knowing the value of the contrast that you are living. But when you are pushing against the contrast, then you are not in vibrational sync with who you really are. So the creative process is really 3 simple steps that have morphed to 4 and now to 5. We'll talk about all of them. But it basically says that life will cause you to ask for more continually. And when you are in that phase where you are aware that something that you want is missing, so you are asking for the improvement in your life by wanting this amendment to your desires. That's what we are calling step 1. And when you are in step 1, that's usually when you're seeing a problem. It's usually when you are seeing contrast. It's usually when you're asking a strong question to which you do not know the answer. That's step 1. Step 1 is an important step, but step 1 will trip you up because it's easy for you to take your humanness, your actualness, your actionness, and give your all to step 1. You're looking around, I don't like that, and these are the reasons that I don't like this. I don't like it, I want it to be like that, but I don't like this. That's what step 1 is like. Step 2 is source is answering what you want. Now, if you're in step 1, strongly in step 1, asking for the improvement, asking, focused on the problem, focused on the question, then you're remaining in step 1, even though step 2 has already taken place and what you have asked for has already come to be in a vibrational reality that we've been referring to as your vortex. It's a vibrational reality. He wrote a whole book about it. A vibrational reality where everything that you're asking for is already resolved and gathered and completed and done vibrationally. But then you say, you're wise. You're smart aleck too. You're wise. You say, all right, Abraham, we'll play your silly game. I've asked the question and I accept that it has been answered, but how do I get my money out of the vortex and into the bank? How do I get my lover to come home with me now? In other words, it's very fine, this vibrational reality that you have conjured, cooked up, or maybe even imagined, Abraham. But I want the reality. I'm not asking for the vibrational version. I'm asking for the real life, see it, smell it, hear it, taste it, touch it, lick it, space version. I want the reality of it. I want it to manifest for me. And we say, that's step 3. That's where you are so aware that step 2 has taken place. And you are proud of yourself for living step 1 and asking with such clarity that now you are in a place of relaxed expectation. You're in the receptive mode. You're in the mode where you are not tense and not worried. You're not struggling. You're not justifying and defending. You're not saying, I need it. You're not yearning for it. You've asked and you accept that it's given. And while you cannot see it yet, you know that it is coming. Step 3 is an attitude of faith. It's an attitude of expectation. It's an attitude of, I know I'll know it when I see it. It's an attitude of, I know it's coming. It's really a pleasant place to be. And it really is the place that you will reside most often, because life will never cause you to stop asking. And because you're going to continue to ask, you're going to continue to be in that place where you've asked for more than has manifest. So it is very good for you to get comfortable being in that mode of having asked for something that has not fully manifested, because that's the way life will eternally be for you. We love you so much. Deal with it. When you get to that place where you just know that it's coming and you don't have to know all of the details, you'll let the universe yield it to you a little bit at a time. You'll allow yourself to be in the receptive mode where you're receiving. Life is so rich and delicious when you're living like that, because there is something new for you coming into your awareness moment by moment by moment. The receptive mode, that step 3 receiving mode, that allowing mode, that is the feeling of most blessedness. When you get into that mode, you can just feel the universe wrapping arms around you and providing avenues for each and every detail that is important to you to be fulfilled. It is such a delicious state of being. Step 4 is, you're so accustomed to hanging around in that step 3 mode that you've mastered it. You're no longer upset with contrast. Contrast doesn't upset you anymore. You know how to manage your vibration. Step 4 is really managing your vibration. It's living in this world of steps, understanding that all of the steps are necessary, and feeling happy. It's mastering. It's the mastery of the creative process. Now we're talking about step 5. Step 5 is where you not only accept contrast as important to the equation, but you revel in the contrasting experience that causes you to focus. And now you've come full circle. Now you are on top of life. Now nothing bothers you because you know it's all for you. Nothing bothers you because you know you've attracted every bit of it. Nothing bothers you because you know it's the clarity that you've been seeking. Nothing bothers you because you know you have mastery of your own ability to focus. So, let's talk. What do you want to talk about? Who are you people? What brings you here? You come to give, you come to receive, you come to clarify, you come to feel clarification. You come to uplift. You come to participate. But mostly, if we were standing in your physical shoes, if we were sitting on your physical chairs, if we were in your physical bodies, and we were in a gathering like this, we would have come for the vibrational tuning that is inevitable. We would come for the immersion in the frequency of your source, to practice and feel and recognize and know what it feels like to be tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and ready for life to reveal itself.